Alright, so this video is meant to show off the latest pass I've done on that first stretch of the first level. Still working on that. It feels like it's been quite a long time, but it seems to always get better each time. I've done a bit of work on other things too. On this title screen, I've worked on the main character's face, on Kari's face there, which I think looks a little bit better. And unfortunately, I think still that animation there, once you select to play for her, it's still a little weak. It needs maybe a few more frames and a bit more adjustment, but I think still the face looks a little bit better than the initial design. All right, so as you can see, if you've seen the previous versions of this, it's been made darker again. I've gone through a lot of the tile sets and darkened them, and I've just used tool functionality to darken some of the other things. That way it gives it a bit more of a nighttime look, and I've reworked some of the shadows to make them a little less extreme. I think there's good contrast here. I think my initial fear with making it too dark was that the sprites would not look like they were really immersed in the screen, in the scene. I don't think that's so much of a problem. Like, I think it actually is a nice contrast, that it helps make the game a little bit more playable. In this case, yeah, I don't really feel like the sprites look like they're on a totally different level, that the characters look like they're, I don't know, hovering out of frame, something like that. So, no, I think that looks nice. Something else is that I've added a few more frames to the bunny girl villain's run cycle, so it's a little bit more fluid, has a bit more of a jump to it. She bends her knees a bit more when she walks, things like that, so it's a bit nicer looking. And here's where you can see, if you remember previous versions, I've really worked on the shadows a lot. Like, I received some advice, which I do think was good advice, to add more shadows to make the environment more cohesive. I think I sort of overdid it in previous versions, where I made the shadows a little too extreme, a little too comic booky, I guess, and it just ended up looking like conflicting sources of light. And for a bit of a joke, I guess here's something else I've done, is I've actually added a lot more mascara to this game. The female characters, like on the sign for the boss bunny girl there, she has longer eyelashes now, and the image of Kari in the opening title screen, also she had longer eyelashes, and there's a few more. There's another one coming up where it's like a billboard for a shampoo ad, and the character again has longer eyelashes. These are the types of things you do when you're trying to refine the look of your game. I'm playing absolutely terribly because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time here. But yeah, just showing off this whole section again here, where just to show how I've changed the look of the lights all along here. Again, darker pavement, darker buildings, make some of the interiors of these buildings stand out a little bit more. Like, for example, the fried chicken place, it's illuminated on the inside, and I think that contrast is nicer. It makes it a little more sharp. I don't know what I'm going to do in the next level, which takes place during the day. I have to find a new way to make that dynamic. I don't know if it'll be as much of a problem. I think before I was just sort of hovering in a weird zone where it was sort of a dusk type of light, and it wasn't really ideal. Who knows, I might even still make this darker still, but I think it does really look like nighttime now. Yeah, there's the ghost shot. It's my favorite gun in the game so far, is that ghost shot that just disintegrates the enemies. It passes through all of them. There's a few things that I didn't darken. I'm not sure if I will or not. Like, for example, some of those doors and those vending machines are still a bit brighter than the darkening I did on everything else. Yeah, not sure if it looks bad or not, if it calls attention to them, or if they look too out of place. Wouldn't it be hard to just program them to be darker too, the way I asked for some things to be darkened? Maybe I can add some more frames to some of these walk cycles, like for those tiger men. That might make them smoother too. I think the the bunny girl's walk cycle, it was made more smooth by adding a few more frames. And yeah, the same could be done. Same could be done here. Get to the end of this block where we have to fight the mecha bunny. And we go inside to the karaoke club now that we've defeated the mecha bunny. And I'm not sure if I need to make this a bit more dynamic or not. Maybe darken that carpet a bit. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see how I adjust these interior environments. I know I liked how dark I made the outside. I'm not sure if I want to make these interior environments still darker. Maybe I want to increase the contrast. Still not sure. We'll see. Thanks for